everyone, welcome back to the n8n Advanced series. In the last video, we explored advanced technical nodes and development techniques in n8n. So now, in that video, we discuss how to perform complex operations and manage data flows efficiently. Now, in this video, we are going to dive deeper into two essential topics of n8n, and that is pinning data and editing output. These are super helpful when you are building or testing complex workflows, as they will let you work faster without constantly rerunning the whole process. So let's get started and make your workflow testing more efficient. So first of all, we'll see what is pinning data. So pinning data is like freezing a snapshot of a node's output. So as we know that sometimes we just freeze or we say statue or something, so it is just like that. So here you can sometimes uh, even sometimes you can pin the output so that you can reuse it without rewriting the whole code. And sometimes you can even specific you can pin the specific code so that you can reuse it whenever it is necessary, without avoiding the hustles. And here, for example, imagine you have a fetch data from an API and you are just testing how it flows to the next node. So, what instead of calling the API again and each time, you can pin the data to reuse it. This feature helps developers save time and also avoid unnecessary API calls, especially when dealing with rate limited services or large data sets. So it's very useful when you are mapping fields or performing transformation on static sample data. And now we will see how to pin data practically. So first execute any node, for example, a function node or a set node. You will see the output data below. Then now what you have to do, you have to click on the pin data icon at the top of that section. We will as we already have seen that section a lot of times. We were When I was explaining you the live demo for the previous videos and also in the beginner series, we have already witnessed that particular thing called pin data. But sometime what as we already were highlighting the major other parts, so we were not focused on, maybe you have not focused on the pin data. But we will see in the later on that what actually pin data is and how to do it, and how it will going to help the programmer for n8n workflow, for creating n8n workflow. Then what you have to do, the data will then you have to click the pin data icon, as I said, that at the top of that action. Then the data will highlight in orange or any other color, which means it's now pinned. Maybe that will be orange for sure. And if you know execute the nodes, n8n will reuse this pin data without rerunning the source code. So to go back to the live data, so if we don't want to pin the code particular section of the workflow anymore, then we can simply unpin the data also. So and then we can rerun the whole code. This gives you complete control over test during workflow building. Now we will see the benefits of pinning data. So the benefits of pinning data are very huge, especially when creating or building complex workflows. First of all, it speeds up the development, prevents error from frequent API calls, and make testing downstream logic smoother. For instance, if you are using a function node to format data, you don't want to be refetch the inputs every time again and again. So simply instead of it, you can pin it once and keep testing your logic until it's perfect. So that was the case. Now we will see another important tool, that is the editing output data. Sometimes you need to simulate a specific data structure without running a real API. So at that time, you can use this editing output data. In such cases, you can manually edit the node output. Just click on the output section, choose edit data, and modify the JSON. You can change values, add or remove fields, or test how your workflow reacts to missing data. This helps you prepare for real world variations and edge cases, and also without needing to reconfigure the entire workflow. Now, before we wrap up, a few best practice, that is always unpin data before you save or deploy the workflow. Pin data is only for testing, so you have to make sure that whenever you have pinned data, you have to unpin before saving it, or whenever your work is complete, or you have to close your annotate section. Just so in that case you have to unpin your data, so use the pin. That is the best, I will say the note in double quotation, that use the pin thing on pin the data only when you are testing it. So it's only working, you have to work it only for that purpose, otherwise you just have to keep it as it is. Then use pinning and editing together when debugging data transformation or dynamic fields. For instance, before sending live data to an API, pin and edit test data to make sure your mapping work perfectly. This combo make your workflow development more predictable and reliable. So this was the best practices and some of the cases for the utilization of editing output data. Now we will see a live demo for it. So for that, we will move to the screen. Now here, in order to see the pin data, we will simply add the trigger menu, manual trigger, then a set node. Here I will add a field called student name. Its value, that is, let's say, will. I will again add a field called last name. The buyers. Now I will execute it. So it executed successfully. Now we can see here is the option called paint data. So here already they have given us a node, that is node will always output current data instead of executing. Doesn't apply to production execution. For more info, you can simply click here and you can uh, see its whole documentation. And even in case if you want to chat with the docs, so that is the AI, you can see what is data uh, pinning, and here data editing also. So here you can simply see the steps, and here I will show you by pinning it. So here my code is pinned, and as I said, the button or the tab will become orange. So here you can see that. So now here it's already pinned. So if I uh, perform several things here, then it will remain pinned, like I change. See here it's saying that unpin and test, that actually that exactly what I discussed earlier, that if you want to test the data, then you have to simply unpin it. So here I will unpin it. See, so here student name changed as Jonathan, last name is same buyers, and here just okay here yes, that was the mistouch. Now here we can see. Now again, if I pin this, then it will become pin. So again, if I have to add it. So we have to unpin it like this, and then again I can change my thing from choice execute. See, it works. And now here we will see edit data. It's simply nothing but just how to edit your JSON file and JSON code. Even here you can also read the points. Uh, Here they already discussed that you can simply click on the edit option, so you can simply change your workflow execution and also the past execution with the new one. Uh, let's see that here, as we have already changed this name for 3 times from Will to Jonathan to Joyce. That is also the editing of data. Even if I add here one node called function node. Yes, in JavaScript. And here also, if I execute, it executed successfully. And simply here I can change the little things, whatever I have to change for the particular criteria. So here I can add those things. Like here I can delete it, or also here I can change 2 or 3 as per my criteria. So these all things here they have used the for loop, and this is the function of JavaScript. The code is in the form of function of JavaScript. So I can so to get my output. So simply here you can do all the things which is necessary based on your requirement for your task in n8n workflow or for creation of n8n workflow. This is the things you can keep in mind, and that you can work as per your conditions. So this was the data editing and data pinning. So as we will move further, or as you will become more habituated to editing workflow, you can see how data pinning and editing data and other parts which we have already discussed can would be very helpful and very assist. They will provide you very assistance to you. So this was the case. Uh, so uh, this was the video for pinning data and editing output. So now these tools might look small, as we discussed that it was looking very easy. Really, if you initiate the things, it will be very easy for you to start and to do a lot of things. But if as more you will deep dive into it more deeper, then you will see that how complex it is also, if I say the truth. And also it is very useful to you, and those who are using these two tools very efficiently, in a very accurate way, they can they can save a lot of time there. They also get more productive output than others, and also even as compared to other alternatives. And in the next video, we will going to discuss the one of the most interesting topic, that is sub workflows. So till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and also make sure you like this video if you really love the n8n this series. Then make sure you subscribe and save the playlist and share it to your friends and family, so they can also take the advantage of n8n series. And till then, stay happy. Thank you.
If you have any question or any doubt, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I will answer you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Bye and have a nice day.